Hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new addition to the garage. This, ladies and gents, is a Lavoie Series 1 Max. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before. There are so many cool features on this, and I've been using it to whiz around a lot recently. We're going to fold it up in a very snazzy way into the Brabus very shortly, but I want to show you a few things on this device that are absolutely unbelievable. Right, so here are the controls then. You actually fire it up just with this button on here. Come to life there with the branding on the screen. And you've actually got several modes on here. You've got all your speed, your range, your battery percentage, and all that kind of stuff. You've got mode 1, which is your slowest mode and uses the least electricity. And then you've got mode 2, and you've got mode 3 as well. On the Series 1 Max then, you've got up to 70 kilometers of range. In eco mode, on cruise mode, you've got 60 kilometers. And then in sport, you've got 35 kilometers, more than enough for most journeys. Climb rate is 15% incline at 10 kilometers an hour, and torque is 30 Newton meters for those geeky people who want to hear all the stats. But the bit I like is the way this thing folds up. I do want to show you actually as well. We've got indicators on here as well. There we go. Left and right, and we've got lights as well, meaning this thing not only looks good but is safe as well, and you've got a light round the front also, and that also glows up as well, meaning that you're not invisible in the dark, and you've got reflectors on there as well. You've got large 10-inch wheels as well, which add to stability, meaning that you're not wobbling around all over the place. And one of the most chaotic features, which I love, and actually is really important in London, you've got a horn as well. Braking is fantastic as well. This is the front brake, and it's also got an electronic brake at the back with regen also. And actually, to stand it up, you literally just fold this and then clip it there, and you can see that is nice and sturdily folded up like that. Really, really cool design. I'll show you how it fits into the Brabus, so let's go. Now, I needn't have brought the Brabus today because this thing actually folds up really easily and actually really, really small. So, super simple. Over like that, and you're done. And if you need even more space, you can fold up the handlebars like so. Also, voila! As I say, I could have brought actually probably one of the sports cars and put them in the front, but because of the magnesium construction, it's actually super light as well. Ta-da! I'll leave all links to Lavoie and what they're up to and the amazing technology behind them and other models in the range below the video. But for now, let's jump in the Brabus and let's talk all things garage update, because I realise I've been a bit of a pig recently. There's been comings and goings and I've been very bad at updating you. So let's jump in, go for a spin. So then, I will try and rattle through the cars that I've got left then and go through the cars that have either gone or you're never going to see again. So, still in the garage then, I've still got my E93 M3. That is, I think, currently untaxed underground. It's still insured, but I'm pretty sure it's missing tax and an MOT. I just haven't driven it for at least 2 years. Terrible. That will hopefully be getting a run out this summer still. I've been meaning to get it out, but I still do have that car. I'm not going to sell that car. My 912 is 3 weeks away from being painted. Rint have been busy bees, and I told them to prioritize other customers and just kind of put mine on the back burner. So 912 is coming back, and I'm going to be documenting the paint process within the next few weeks. So that's still around. Loads of you have been asking about that. My 87 Targa, that has actually gone. I sold that the other day. I realized once the restoration process has been done, I wasn't actually driving it. I kind of just enjoyed that process a bit too much, and then when it came down to it, I didn't actually drive it. I never repaired the radio in it, and then that put me off driving it. Then I realized I hadn't driven it for 7 months, and I thought, why have I still got this thing? I had someone offer me some money for it, and I thought, do you know what? It's another parking space I don't really want to pay for. It went. In a moment of weakness, it went. I now regret it, but c'est la vie. These things happen. I do have first refusal with the bloke when he comes to sell it, so it may well come back into the garage. But some of you clocked that the plate from the Targa actually has ended up on this car. They're not a direct replacement for each other, but the Targa has gone. Actually quite sad, because that was a labour of love over like a year, and then it kind of went straight out the door. But those of you that have restored cars probably have felt similar. You've probably done similar, I suspect. So many people restore cars and then sell them in the end. I never understood it, but now I kind of do. Anyway, Targa's gone, soz. But it does mean there's a 911, vintage 911 shaped hole in the garage that I may have to plug at some point, so fear not. Carrera GT, I still have the Carrera GT. It's currently succumbed to a recall, but I still have the Carrera GT. That is still around. I still have my 997 GT3 RS. That is in one of my latest videos. That is now fully restored, road ready, and absolutely belting. It's perfect. I still have my SLS. That is not leaving the garage anytime soon either. I absolutely adore that car. I still have my 997 Turbo, the brown one with the tan seats that I went to Le Mans Classic in. I love that car too. That's not going anywhere. I still have my Tesla, very boringly. That's just like an appliance in the garage. That's just like my only real kind of fully personal car. Still have it. It's on a lease. I've got it for another year or so, but it's actually been good as gold, the Tesla, to be fair. It hasn't really done anything wrong to me, so relatively happy with the Tesla for the time being. What else have I got? What else? I still technically own my Lusso. I had a couple of people on that car at Joe Macari. It kind of got snapped up almost straight away as soon as it went online, but the two people that were on it, one of them failed the finance and the other one couldn't get out of his car quick enough and panicked. So that car is actually now, at the point today, as at the point I'm filming this, that's now available. So it's literally the best Lusso in the country. I would say that, but it actually is. If you compare them to all the other ones, it's done 1,400 miles. And if you're after a GTC 4 Lusso, then that's your car. I'm eyeing up taking it back. I do really, really like it, so I might take it back. But if you're after a Lusso, it is still at Joe Macari, is the point at which I'm filming this video. My 992 GT3 Touring, you're not going to see that car, I don't think, again, on the channel. There may be a glimpse of it, potentially, at some point, but you're not going to get any more content with it, I don't think. It's a car that I wanted to absolutely adore, and I haven't ended up adoring it, I'm afraid. I'm semi-tempted to get something like my brother's GT3, a 991.2 GT3 with comfort seats, PDK, do a touring conversion on it and put back seats in it. That's where my mind's going with it. I prefer the 991.2 generation to the 992 generation GT3. Once you factor all the numbers into it, I really do. So you're probably not going to see my 992 GT3 Touring on the channel again. I know that might be slightly unpopular, but I got the kind of impression no one really cared about it anyway. So if no one cares, the car has to go anyway. So don't know what to say about that. I feel a bit bad, but yeah. My guy at Porsche's left. I will probably offer it back to the dealer, see what they say, but there's so many on the market, I suspect they're not going to bite my hand off for it. I'm not going to get a GT3 RS, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know whether it will go back to the dealer. I don't really want to be blacklisted, so I'll have a conversation, or I might offer it to the dealer that I got my Macan from. We shall see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. I don't really think anyone cares about that stuff anymore. They're not fetching the overs they used to, so I don't think anyone's that bothered. I've obviously got this. I mean, you've probably gathered that because I'm sat in it. But this isn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon, I don't think. I'm probably gonna have this for at least the winter into next year. They are releasing a G63 variant of this, of the sort of the latest generation. And it's about 300 grand. So this residually is gonna be really, really good news. So I'm in no rush to get out of this car at all. Have I calmed down on the car front? A little bit recently, a little bit. I have just been kind of a little bit sick of the admin and the nonsense that goes along with cars. But that's not to say I'm not going to be back with a vengeance. I've got plenty of storage space, and there's plenty of gaps and sort of monthly payments that I've got in lieu now, that I'm kind of thinking on my next move. I don't really know what I'm after. I kind of feel like I've done most cars now. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, what you think I should put in the garage and what kind of fits my collection. And by now, you guys probably have worked out what I'm into car-wise, so I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I have even been eyeing up a 911R. I think they're going to be good news, and I think they are good news. I've been eyeing up a Speciale. I think they're good news as well. I don't know. I actually don't know. Potentially an 812. Who knows? 812 GTS, when they stop being 400 grand. 400 grand is just a stupid amount of money. So we shall see. We shall see. for now then, that is the end of this garage update. I think that puts some clarity on where I am garage wise, and I do have some spending money to add something new very soon. So let's see what goes on with that. But I realise I've also been a bit slow on the old car content recently as well. It's been a manic time with a new house and various different things going on with my businesses and stuff. So I've been a busy bee. I'm definitely not at the moment a full-time YouTuber. It's occupying quite a small chunk of my life doing videos at the moment, but I'm going to get back to it. So appreciate your patience on that. But for now, thank you very much for watching. And make sure you click the links below anyway and go and check out Lavoie or Lavoie. There are 2 ways of pronouncing it, and those scooters are available to order. There are loads and loads and loads of sick details on there, so make sure you hit the site and go and check out all the full features on them, because they are not like anything you've seen before. For now then, ciao guys and girls, bye!